Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go.
Did you know that a staggering 65% of young adults lack basic financial literacy skills? This alarming data highlights a critical problem in America, one that we can help solve together. That's why you need to visit bcs-kids.com today and introduce your young loved ones to the Sensibles, superheroes on a mission to help kids ages 6 through 12 develop smart money habits, learn basic economics, and have fun while doing it. Subscribe now. Our kids' future depends on it.
NuZee is a leading co-packing company for single-serve coffee formats, and they partner with companies that help them expand within the single-serve and private label coffee category. And with me is the Chief Financial Officer, Randy Weaver, to talk about some of these partnerships. And Stone, I know, is a big one. So describe Stone. What kind of company is that, and what's the partnership look like?
Well, the partnership is a partner of Neighbors. Actually, they're in a city adjacent to ours. We've had a long-term relationship with them. Stone is one of the larger craft brewers around and has a unique proposition, unique flavor profile. We've worked with them in the past on other coffee flavors, and they've licensed their name to us to be able to go out into the market and sell both single-serve and bagged coffees. And this is a big move for us to move away from simply the single-serve market into bagged coffees as well. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the prospect. We're expecting to sell it both direct to consumer and through retail channels, and that we should be able to start those shipments here very, very soon.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell me about their product. What is the taste? What differentiates it from other coffee brands?
Well, it'll be based on their beer flavors. So if anybody's familiar with the Stone beer flavors, you'll know that they're widely accepted, they're wonderful, and they have a unique profile. So we will mimic a lot of those flavors, and we'll have those out in the market here fairly shortly.
And then there was an announced appointment of C.A. Fortune for sales and marketing of the Stone brewing coffee products. So talk about the strategy for marketing that.
Well, initially, it's going to be marketed direct to consumer. Stone has a large subscriber base of their own, so we will be working with them on capitalizing on that subscriber base, and we are also going out to the wider market. Stone's a very well-known brand name out in retail and wholesale. C.A. Fortune is one of the leading brokers out there that can help us penetrate the retail markets. We've already had a great deal of acceptance and excitement, actually. We've had, once we announced the appointment of C.A. Fortune, we had a number of major chains contact C.A. Fortune, actually, to contact us, and we've already been put on calendars for their resale reviews next year. So it'll take a little bit longer to see it in the stores, initially available direct to consumer. So on our website, on the Stone Brewing website, you'll be able to order those immediately.
And what kind of revenue do you expect from this partnership with Stone?
You know, it's really too early to tell on the revenue and how quickly it's going to ramp, but we're expecting it to be a very sizable piece of business, dwarfing really anything else that historically NuZee has done. So, you know, we're hopeful. We're very excited about the prospect, and we think it can grow very, very quickly and very substantially.
And of course, NuZee's main business is the single-serve pour-over coffee and the co-packing. Explain the coffee market. I mean, how is it changing? What kind of customer is NuZee particularly catered to?
Well, historically, the single-serve market has been what it is in the United States, and I think probably the biggest single-serve market that you see out there are the K-cups, the plastic disposable cups that are out there. You have to have a machine for those and all that. The single-serve pour-over market that NuZee is developing in the United States is already well developed, for example, in Japan, and it's widely accepted. And it's more of an experience than simply grabbing a cup of coffee. You almost brew your own coffee. And the unique flavor that you want. I've gone into a number of coffee shops, and I particularly wanted one flavor or whatever, and it was just unavailable because they brew in big batches. But this gives you the ability to pick and choose exactly what you want. And if you're having coffee with somebody else and they want a different product, a different flavor, then that's an alternative too. So you can both enjoy something that's unique, that fits your profile. And really, this is going to be, like I say, more experiential, more of a high-end consumer who's looking for something special, an experience as opposed to just quenching their thirst, if you will.
And then you're also expanding a current relationship with an existing customer, Chamberlain. Explain that relationship and where you think that is going.
Well, we are expanding relationships and using our larger customers currently and the Stone relationship. We're moving not just from the single serve market. We're not just going to be using products that are in the single serve market, but we're going to be moving into the bagged coffee market. So in addition to the single serve format, you'll begin to see bagged products out there that we are making, that we're producing. For example, Stone is a major one. We also are about to announce a new relationship, not a new relationship, but the expansion of an existing relationship. We're expecting a very sizable increase in revenues because now not only are we providing single serve products for our customer, we're providing the bagged coffees as well. And that's going to generate a very significant amount of revenue for NuZee, say more than doubling what we've historically had with one of our larger customers.
Okay, Randy, thank you so much for bringing us up to date on everything that NuZee is doing, and it's an exciting area that the company's expanding into. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me, Jane. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks. American Rebel is a NASDAQ-listed company that focuses on American-made products with a patriotic spin. With me, CEO Andy Ross. Great to have you back here.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So I want to talk to you about, because you've been making safes for years.
Right.
There was this controversy with Liberty Safe. Explain what happened there.
Well, the FBI rolled into Nathan Hughes' home. He's a suspected January 6th individual, and they rolled into the home and they decided that they had a warrant to get into the home, but they didn't serve Liberty with a warrant. But they had a warrant to get into the home, and they just decided to get on the phone and call Liberty, and they gave them the backdoor code to the safe and let them in.
Okay, so, and I saw some of this on social media, they felt like his privacy was invaded, and they found firearms, right, in this safe?
Well, here's the thing. If you manufacture safes, the people who are buying that safe, they are about privacy, security. If I manufactured lawn chairs, people would expect them not to rust. I manufacture safes. People expect us to honor their privacy. And you're not just honoring the individual's privacy, you're respecting and defending privacy as a whole. It's privacy here that's on trial.
Yeah, and there wasn't even a court order, right, for that safe. So that was the issue.
Liberty did not take the issue, take it to court. You see a lot of these tech companies like Apple, they'll get a warrant, they'll fight it, they'll go to court, they'll take it to the fullest extent of the law, which we would do here at American Rebel and Champion Safe. but Liberty didn't. They've just pretty much handed them right over.
So that was, I was going to ask, how would you have handled that differently?
Well, first of all, again, we would be protecting their privacy as if it was our own. We would definitely require them to give us a subpoena or a warrant. Then we would fight that subpoena or warrant into the court to the fullest extent of the law that we could, and do everything we could to protect their privacy. However, I will say, you know, a professional with the proper tools and knowledge, you know, can get into a bank vault. Before it went through all that process, if the FBI really wanted to get into that safe, they could destroy it and get into it by dark. So I'm really confused why Liberty would just roll over and do such a thing.
Just do that. How has this affected American Rebel?
We've been, you know, just flooded with calls from all sorts of reasons. A lot of it we expected, and we're getting a lot of calls we didn't expect. There's a big dealer down south that has a big event coming up. They've been running ads on radio. The radio station said, hey, we can't continue to run your ads. We're getting too much backlash. Wow. We have there's stores all over the country where people are going in going, you sold me a Liberty safe 6 months ago. I want you to come get it. I want my money back. So, you know, we're definitely receiving a lot of calls about the backlash that's going on. And, you know, as a businessman, we're not disappointed in picking up a lot of new dealers and you know, opting in the business. But it's a bad look for the safe business all the way around is the big picture. And again, it's privacy that's on trial and it needs to be protected.
Yeah. Okay, so safe business aside, what else is going on with American Rebel?
Oh, American Rebel, you know, we're America's patriotic brand, and I'm finally getting to do something I've had in the works for a couple of years. We're real excited. I am introducing America's patriotic, God-fearing, Constitution-loving, national anthem singing, stand your ground beer. So look out, American Rebel beer is coming, and we're going to softly roll it out in November in a couple states and go nationwide with it starting the first of the year.
Tell me about the beer. Is it just one flavor at this point? What state's going to be sold? How do people find it?
We're good to go in all states, so we're going to open them up as fast as we can, and like I said, we're going to be a little conservative the rest of this year and through the holidays, but come January we're going to hit it hard. Our first offering is a lager and a light, right? So we will be you know, looking at a market that's been kind of voided and people are looking for an answer for. So what else would American Rebel do but feed into that? And then we're going to do a line of kind of the higher gravity beers. Our first beer has what they call poundability. Then we're going to get into some of our higher gravity beers, your IPAs and your unfiltered wheats and so on. And we're going to call that our American Rebel Constitution line. So we'll have our regular American Rebel Light, and then we'll have, you know, brands like our American Rebel Constitution, our We the People wheat, and you know, we're just really looking forward to getting out there and putting a dent in this market. I would like to say, you know, the beer market is a $44 billion annual market right here in the United States. So it's by far the biggest playing field that we've been able to be in and be involved in. And you know, the initial feedback from distributors and people all over the country is, you know, we're sitting on lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, well, and Bud Light, of course, had their well-publicized issue, and you know, maybe you're just waiting on these other companies to make mistakes, and you can come in and offer an alternative.
You know, when you're American Rebel, things just kind of fall in your lap sometimes.
And I understand you have a single.
I do.
Yes.
I have a song out called I Stand For You. It's doing extremely well. Very proud of the song. And, you know, turn on your radio and check it out. It's also available on all digital formats.
And next time you need to bring some beer.
I will bring some beer, and next time also we've got I've already written the jingle for the beer, so check that out as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andy.
AmericanRebelBeer.com.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing SKUR, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit SKUR at sekur.com.
1-888-LAW-1718. We are now expanding nationwide to handle the largest personal injury car accidents and more. One call sets you up. Let our family help yours. ClafterLaw.com 1-888-LAW-1718.
PetVivo has a unique and innovative tool that treats osteoarthritis in animals. And with me is the CEO, John Ghiai, to explain more about this and also some progress you've made. I guess it's been a couple months since we talked, and there was a recent peer review article that was favorable for your spring technology. Tell me about that article, who wrote it, what did it say?
Sure. So Dr. Tamara Grubb wrote the article. She is a professor at Washington State University. Her area of expertise is pain management for canines. And she's also the president-elect of the International Veterinary Academy of Pain Management, which is a very prestigious organization worldwide. And to our surprise, we didn't know anything about the article that was going in. So it's in today's Veterinary Practice Journal. That's the name of the article, and it's a peer review article. And what it basically stated was naming some of the newer products that are coming out to the market, some of the tools that can go into the veterinary doctor's toolbox. And the key takeaway for ours was that our product, Spring with OsteoCushion technology, was addressing the root cause of the problem of the bone-on-bone contact with osteoarthritis, while other products are more focused on symptoms. The second big takeaway was the fact that she said our Spring could be used as a frontline use product. That means, it can be grabbed first as well as NSAIDs, just as equally. And the third takeaway was there's about 83 million dogs in the United States, and 5% or so of those dogs cannot take NSAIDs. They have reactions to it, negative reactions. So our product, Spring, is a really good alternative for that. And she will be talking more about that at upcoming conferences, but this was a very good article to have. And this journal only goes to veterinary doctors. So it's going right to our audience that we needed to. Yeah, it was a nice surprise because
well, it's going to how interesting. You didn't even know it was coming out. Yeah. And so it's like a totally objective look at Spring and what it's doing.
Correct. And I've never talked to her before you even met her. So
okay. That's great. So how many clinics are you in now with this product?
We recently gave an update to the street that we're over 450 clinics as of June 30th, and we're in 47 states. So that's quite the accomplishment, because I think we had about 50 clinics last September. So we're really making good inroads. And with Dr. Grubb's article, as well as multiple studies coming in September and October, at least 3, that will give further evidence to the efficacy of the product in canines and felines, which are, allows our salespeople to really present data to the veterinary doctors in those fields.
Well, that's amazing how many clinics you've added just in less than a year.
Yeah. And it's a testimonial to the effectiveness of the product, because, it's really hard introducing a very disruptive technology like we have, innovative, because it's quite the paradigm shift that the veterinary doctors learn. And when you're sending product without the data behind it, even though we have over 3,000 animals doing really well on the product, the veterinary doctors have a tendency to use it on the worst case animals. Even though we still have really good results. I mean, the vets that come back and say, wow, John, this is like a miracle product. It's amazing what it's doing. But in their mindset, they automatically put us into the last use category. We tried everything else and nothing else works. So it takes a while, and then they start going, well, I'm going to try it on hip dysplasia 6 months later. And then they go, wow, we get great results here.
Yeah.
So we find after a year in the small animal side, they start really feeling comfortable and they'll prescribe it for everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a comfort level, I guess, that needs to be reached before you can get there. So patience is important. Well, what a great report, John, the article and the growth. So congratulations, and weul see
Thank you.
Back here.
Yeah, and I look forward to getting back into the studio. I've been so busy. I haven't been able to travel to New York.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Okay.
One 888-LAW-1718. We are now expanding nationwide to handle the largest personal injury car accidents and more. One call sets you up. Let our family help yours. ClafterLaw.com. 1-888-LAW-1718.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing SKUR, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit SKUR at sekur.com.
Welcome, everybody, to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with Alain Ghiai, the CEO of Sekur. Our weekly hack topic is a recent hack in Great Britain. Hundreds of thousands of people who donated to some very high-profile charities over in Great Britain have had personal data stolen in a massive cyber attack. One specifically said 93,000 of its supporters had been breached. All right, that's a big deal. Alain, here in the US, it's definitely charity season. So a lot of people are going to fundraisers, galas, and charities, donating in person, but it's pretty popular to donate online now. So give us some tools, tricks of the trade when it comes to donating money. How do we keep our data private?
Yes, this was quite a big breach. There were very famous, globally famous people that got hacked. So, for example, it talks about Sir Elton John and many others. I mean, imagine if you're Elton John and your entire phone or email is being hacked and everything you write with it. So it's pretty intense. That was in the United Kingdom. In the US, the charity business is, 20 times bigger probably. And you have a lot of people that do donate online. The only thing I can recommend, because you have your email and they'll try to hack that, obviously. I mean, I go back to the same thing, try to limit your social media footprint, use maybe a different email for these kind of, email newsletters and donating online. Also, don't keep your credit card on file. A lot of time you'll have save your card, so next time it's easier to make a purchase or to donate. You wouldn't go to a store and leave your credit card and tell them, can you put it in the drawer for me for a week and I'll be back in a week. And that way I don't have to put the card in my wallet. It's the same concept online where you don't want to save your credit card if you have that option. So that's a huge thing. And of course, use a VPN to protect your true identity in terms of the internet protocol, the IP address.
Talk a little bit about that. You recently launched the VPN. Maybe break it down for some people who don't know what it is and the importance of having it.
Yeah, so VPN is a virtual private network. It's essentially a tool that lets you use different IP address, so internet address of, it's essentially your signature, where you are and who you are. Our VPN is different because we use proprietary technology, our own infrastructure. We don't host with third-party companies. You know, the other VPN, I'd say 99.9% of them are hosted with 2 or 3 of the biggest hosting companies, and essentially some of them have been caught selling traffic data, that data mining. So that's an issue. You know, we only have Swiss IP address, and this protects your true location. So you could be in Minnesota donating to your favorite charity, and if somebody is trying to find people from Minnesota, they won't find you because you will be technically in Switzerland because the VPN shows a Swiss IP address. So that's kind of a neat trick. And essentially, we also encrypt at a higher degree your internet connection, whether it's your device or your desktop laptop. So it's a great way to increase your encryption and a great way to protect your identity from these malicious hackers. So that's a big thing. If you use email in general for financial information, we recommend that you don't use those free emails out there because those have been compromised. And the article mentioned that the charity company got hacked. So through that, they found all the users. So sometimes you may take some decent protection, you know, have a good email, let's say, but then the charity company, once they have that email, and a lot of time they resell email, it's just, or that has been resold. So you got to be careful. Whenever you transact something financial, you want to be extra careful and take extra precaution to protect your privacy, essentially.
Absolutely. And I'm sure being your location in Switzerland with that VPN is an extra layer of protection, like a shield, because Switzerland is known for its privacy in general.
Yeah, it's against the law in Switzerland to divulge your IP address. So that's among the many things about the Swiss privacy laws. So you do get that extra protection, definitely.
Fantastic. So I know you have a promo code for our viewers. What might that be?
Promo code is privacy, easy enough to remember, and you do get 15% off then for the next 5 years of any solution that you buy. We definitely recommend a VPN. That's a super easy thing to set up. You know, click and point and you're done. There's no server to configure. That's an easy solution. Also, the email is a great email, especially if you want to mail people outside of SKUR with that extra privacy through our SKUR Send, SKUR Reply function. We recommend everybody to go to sekur.com under help and watch the video tutorial. We also have online 9 to 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Our own support can help you out as well if you have any questions.
Perfect. Well, privacy has arrived with SKUR. Thank you so much. Another weekly hack edition. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, and be safe.